The officer class in Centaura is the most useless per se class in the game, and today I will show you why. What's up guys, welcome back to Centaura, and today we'll be covering the officer class and its issues. So, first off, what is the officer class? Well, the officer class is the cheapest points class in the game. You do need points to be able to use it, but you only need like 50, so you get that with like 3 kills or 4 heals. So it's really easy to unlock, and you're about to see why it is so easy to unlock. Oh god, there's a lot of people here. So as your primary weapon, and primary is used in a very loose tone, you get a revolver, which depending on the model that you spawn with, which changes based on the map, may have a speed loader or may not have a speed loader. As you can see, it's not that accurate. It's a bit hard to aim with. And of course, being a revolver, it has 6 shots before you need to reload. Oh my god. These people are kind of insane right now. I need to retreat. This is already showing one of the issues that this class has. It's range. You don't have a lot of range with this thing, which makes sense. It is a revolver. You're not really supposed to be fighting with this against people with rifles and, well, shotguns and stuff. Okay, next up you get the southern ensis in the case of Antares, but generally all officers get a sword, which is a better melee. That is something I will give it, and it has basically no drawbacks. So the final thing, and well, the officer's main shtick, is the whistle, which can be used to order nearby troops to charge enemy positions. So for example, this guy, well, it's better to get more troops because the whistle does have a limited radius. So hopefully don't get sniped. When I get with a certain radius, I can order a charge, and as you can see by the small white aura we get slight speed boost and I think some stamina, but it's really not that much, as you can see. Alright, moving on to the problems. You already saw the first problem. You're outranged by basically everyone in the game. Even people with shotguns or assault SMGs will outrange you by quite a bit. You are also outgunned because the revolver's fire rate is pretty slow due to it being a single action. As you can see, it takes quite a while to empty your, well, drum in this case, and it's not that accurate. So yeah, if you're facing anyone with a rifle at anything other than really close range, you're done for. The only advantage you have over other classes is that your melee is slightly better, but that really doesn't matter because all melees in this game are really good. So having a slightly better sword isn't going to help you in the slightest. Oh god, okay. And finally, the whistle functionality, it does give stat boost, but it's really not much at all. So you're outranged, you're outgunned, you're basically evenly matched in melee, and your whistle just doesn't do much. Like if the whistle gave you like a 20% speed boost and maybe like slight resistance, it would be goated, but it doesn't. So you're stuck doing this. So I actually have a few ideas on how the officer class could be improved. First off would be limited control of artillery. Say in the Mons Planus map, I could order artillery to attack a specific trench rather than just hitting no man's land again. or just killing more friendlies than allies, which is what NPC artillery does right now. That would be good, but the main change and the main idea I have would be a sort of map that the officers can use to order troops to attack certain areas. For example, I spot a weakness in the enemy's left flank, say it's like undermanned or something. I could then point it out on a map, which would put, let's say, a marker right over there, which tells troops to go and attack that spot. This would be cool for two reasons. One, it will help get matches that are just going on endlessly actually move on and make progress, because people aren't just mindlessly rushing into enemy fire. And it would make playing as officer far more interesting and far more challenging, because it means that you actually have to think about how to attack, where to attack, and be on the lookout for weak spots, which makes it more challenging and more rewarding, since you can actually take credit for a battle's outcome. So that would be pretty nice, and it's the best way I know on how to improve the officer class. With all that being said, that would be all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Detractus, signing out.